the fire. Life is not tried, it is merely survive if you're standing outside the fire.
I've been a firefighter, a professional firefighter, career firefighter for 7 years, and one thing being in the fire service that we saw was lacking was the fact that we had cheap, cost-effective training to bring to other communities. So a group of firefighters in my department formed together and created inner circle fire training.
Well, remember, that black smoke can light up even though you're in the decay phase and you got most of the fire out. If we find that ignition point, if that black smoke meets what it needs, it's going to flash on.
Keep going up. Once you get up to a certain level and the room flashes, what type of heat is it then? You'll feel it today as radiant heat. What we're teaching them in the classroom is the different stages of fire and where they might get into trouble. Well, then we bring them in here for hands-on based training and actually physically show them. We show them the smoke building up, the heat forcing us down, the fire snakes, and then we show how to cool the gases. You can't do this in a regular structure fire because your job is to put it out. This is pretty unique that we have the ability to sit here and watch and learn.
We show them how the smoke turns into one of the biggest fuels inside a compartment. When that smoke starts catching fire and that heat starts rising, it's just pretty dynamic to actually watch what those textbooks talk about.
For this, you might at least want to have that there. So make sure it's on, covered up. Henry, you're good?
You can't do this in generally fire departments. You know, we might get a house that's donated and we go and beat it up a little bit, create some holes, do some drills, but we can't burn it like that all the time. And we can't be inside there burning like that. And we can do it over and over and over, and it's repeatable. We are practicing it so that the guys, the instructors that are inside, they've got experience doing it. We can make the fire do whatever we want to in there, and it gives these guys great demonstration of rollover and a flashover. And gets a little heat on them too.
They experience the heat, they experience the flame and the smoke, and they learn to watch for when that fire is going to flash, when it's going to, and they learn to read that so that if they're in a fire situation in a house or a building of any type, a structure of any type, it could save their lives.
We call this the dollhouse. This is a small box simulating a single house, a single room. When you get into a single house, you may have a fire in the corner, whether it's a table or a kitchen fire or a couch. So we're building that little fire area in this box. What we're teaching here is once we light this on fire, a lot of times we'll end up closing doors or opening doors for ventilation. The danger is you pull up and you've got smoke coming out of an area and you've got a closed door. First thing we want to do is we open up that door, then we sit down, we put our mask on, and we're ready to go. What this is going to show us is that sometimes when we open up that door, there's already enough smoke and fuel in there that it's going to blow right out at us. So it's a warning sign saying we need to watch for smoke coming out of the corners. We need to know what color the smoke is. We need to know how hot it is inside. So we need to do stuff more than just run and open doors and run inside.
This is a great training for all of us. It's a lot of knowledge to be learned here. It's been a good time so far, so I recommend this for everybody else.
Time well spent.
Very well spent. As a captain for 13 years now, so this is all stuff that needs to be learned.
I would recommend it to other departments, particularly young firefighters that don't have the experience of being involved with fire structure fires. This is a wonderful experience to teach them about the behavior of fire and the fire properties and the technical as well as the physical aspects that fire can turn against you and do harm to you and to your fellow firefighters.
Some of the students today, we just went through the hot box. We had 4 students that had never been in a structure fire before. They're either new on a department or just haven't had the chance to get inside. Sometimes you pull up to a structure fire and you have to go defensive operations, stay outside because the fire is too involved. These new people that are just seeing fire growth for the first time and get the experience on a hose line and opening that tip and watching the fire grow above them is just, really you can't do it anywhere else, at least not in a controlled, safe environment like here today. That's why we start out with classroom. We re-emphasize the textbooks. Just like you said, we have to talk about the science, the physics, everything, our actions and what it's gonna cause, and then we bring them here and we actually show it. Let's shut the bottles down, turn the pass devices off. Everybody feeling okay? Get a little hot in there up front.
Standing outside the bar. Standing outside the bar. Life is not tried, it is merely survived if you're standing outside the bar.